All right, morning commute. Let's do the thing. Hold on. It's gonna be a hot mess.
No, that's how you get. If you know somebody famous and
we're going to personalize a global.
Oh yes, Megathon. That's what we need.
Public radio.
Woo! Megathon. I was gonna record this guy. I see this guy on the motorcycle. Let's answer this call. Hello, caller.
Did you take the green bag with the milk? Because they forgot to give me the other green bag yesterday.
Yeah, I picked up the other green bag, caller, and I took the other green bag and picked up the one that was in the fridge.
Did they give him my milk?
Yeah, they gave him everything that was in that bag, caller.
You know that we've been overfeeding Ray, and he only needs 3 ounces every feed.
That's what you think, caller.
Yes, he does. I just did the math, and I've been researching, and I'm here like freaking out that I can't pump enough. And actually, I've been pumping what he needs. We just been overfeeding him.
Well, he can drink other things now, caller, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. He can eat food and whatnot.
Okay.
All right, caller, thanks for calling in.
Why are you talking to me like that?
I'm recording my video thing.
Why are you recording me?
I'm not. You decided to call while I said, "Oh, I'm going to record this guy on this motorcycle."
Ugh. Delete. Bye.
You delete. Bye. It's a call-in show, I guess. Now. Not really.
advocates for Latinos and working class communities, and she's on the line with us. Natalia, good morning.
Here we go.
Good morning, David.
Morning commute. Let's do this thing.
I'm with Make the Road Action.
Make the Road Action. Okay, we apologize for getting the title wrong. Tell me exactly where you were last night and what you were trying to accomplish.
Yes, I was inside of the hotel, and we were trying to send a message that's loud and clear that we want a city and a state that's hate-free.
Hate-free, and you believe that this was a message for Donald Trump that you were trying to say?
Actually, it wasn't just for Donald Trump, but yes, he's the main conductor of this train of hate, but also for the other people in the Republican Party who are continuing to run on a platform that is fueling hate and fear. And so we want them to know that we don't accept that anywhere, and especially in New York.
So these protests like this that it seems like are meant to disrupt, Trump events. What exactly are you trying to accomplish? Is it thinking that every time someone who supports Trump sees something like this, they might be less likely to support him as we go forward?
What people do, I hope that people can analyze what Trump is offering to them more than what he can do or not for a hotel or his properties. But basically what we're trying to do is he's disrupting our lives by, again, spreading this tone of hate and fear. And what we need to do is then disrupt their lives. They can't just have an event and come to New York, where is an immigrant city, a queer city, a black city, and expect for them to just be welcomed with open arms. We're here to send a loud message that we're not going to tolerate any of these platforms, not in New York.
Natalia, there have been altercations in the past at Trump events, that some of which have become violent. And I guess I just want to ask you, if you are encouraging people to go inside events like that, knowing that things could turn violent, do groups like yours take some responsibility if violence does happen and someone gets hurt?
We're absolutely non-violent. We believe that we can put our bodies on the line to send a message, because that's what we hold, right? Like what we have to offer the world, our bodies. But we're not promoting violence. I actually think that if you look at everything that Donald Trump says, especially in his, not just at fundraisers, but when he's giving speeches, he is promoting those type of actions. And actually, when there's been violence, I actually think that it's usually his supporters who are starting it. I think that we have the right by the Constitution to free speech. He's starting it! What we believe in, and we don't believe in anything that he's saying, and he's not portraying a community in a way that's positive, and he's also, as a candidate, as a presidential candidate, he's not speaking about community and solutions. He's, again, trying to divide and conquer.
But you recognize, though, you're sending people into a situation that you're aware could become violent, even if it's not something you're encouraging.
we as organizers are very well trained to know that these interactions are going to be tense and that they're not going to be friendly. But you know what? Living as immigrants, as black people in the U.S., not always is that a friendly interaction, right? Like, we are always seeing violence presented to us in different ways. And, you know, our message yesterday was not one where we were saying hate him back. Actually, there was a lot of messages out on the street that was saying love Trumps, right? Like, what we want is a community to come together and to say we are not going to stand for this, and we're not going to stand on the Republican side or on the Democrat side.
Natalia Aristizábal was an anti-Trump protester in New York last night. Thanks very much. It's NPR News.
Support for NPR comes from NPR member stations.
All right, we did the thing. We made it, guys. If you guys don't know what that last thing was about, it was about people are protesting Trump rallies and Trump events. They're going there and saying, we don't want Trump as a president. And we don't want you to want Trump as a president. And they're holding signs. And sometimes it gets violent because when you're dealing with the lowest common denominators, sometimes that's the only way that they can, you know, have a debate. It's through violence. So, yeah, this has been a real fun election that we've covered so far. They're still doing the begathon, so we'll quiet them down a little bit. But you can call NPR and give them money, but they're just gonna need more money in 3 months. It's a never-ending cycle of give us money, those guys. So yeah, it's fun. I was gonna play a little bit of the radio, like the real radio, but there's too many copyright issues with that. So you guys just get to listen to me squawk on about squawking, like a squawker. Let's talk about what really grinds my gears, though. You know what motorcyclists... This doesn't really grind my gears, by the way. But you know when motorcyclists go in between cars? I just witnessed this happening. A motorcycle went in between cars. Tried to film it, but it didn't work out. Well, I was a little late on the draw there. I had to turn my camera on and press the button. And I was too slow. Too slow on the draw. Next time I was sure to get it on camera. But motorcycles go in between cars to get through traffic in Miami. Because there's a lot of it. There's just bad traffic. It's not a good traffic situation. But there was a cop, and he comically stopped right before the cop car. And it was just waited there. I was like, man, you're already in between cars. The cop could see you in his rear view. It just looked so funny. He's like, oopsie. He goes, I guess it's against the law in Florida to do that. Some states it's not, but there's also, you don't have to wear a helmet in Florida if you're driving a motorcycle, so that's good. No helmets. We're still begging. We'll get back into the news in a second, guys. Oh, I guess they only have 3 hours and 10 minutes left in the begathon.
Somebody did, and so you're listening courtesy of their generosity. If you'd like to add your generosity to the mix, we'd love to hear from you at WLRN.org, 866-247-9576.
This is 91.3 WLRN, and it's 77 degrees now.
There you go.
Clouds and sunshine this morning. Scattered thunderstorms expected this afternoon.
I just want to say that 77 degrees is wrong. It's actually 82 degrees.
WLRN.
Don't say that again. It's actually 82 degrees. I had a mouthful of crap in my mouth. Crap.
For his live radio show, The Prairie Home Companion, Keeler captivates audiences with his quick wit, unique perspective, and keen insight with anecdotes about life.
Man, Bob Saget was
and the people of Lake Wobegon.
I guess he's gonna be in Fort Lauderdale tonight.
25th. Tickets available at Broward Center.
He was on the radio today.
Ticketmaster.
I was like, man, Bob Saget. I thought you were gonna see a show, but
And a music and dance double bill at Miami-Dade County Auditorium.
by the time I get out of work and all that, you know, it's an hour away from where I work.
305-324-4337.
I got family stuff to do.
That music means it's Friday and it's time for StoryCorps, sharing stories of people's lives. And today a story from Jacksonville, Florida, and the Ortega River Bridge. This is a drawbridge that opened back in 1927. Thousands of people cross it every day, but not many of them notice the bridge tender. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, someone sits inside this tiny booth, opening and closing the bridge so boats can pass through. Barb Abelhauser became a bridge tender after leaving an office job that she hated. At StoryCorps, she told her friend John Maycomber that she thought she'd only work on that bridge for a year or so, but she wound up staying for 8.
The pay's horrible, the benefits are worse, but I have the most gorgeous view in the entire city. I mean, executives who make hundreds of thousands of dollars do not have my view. And I'm getting paid to stop and look. That's the thing I think I love the most about this.
You must see a lot of things that the rest of us miss.
You know, I think about that a lot because I've been sitting in the same exact spot for all these years, and I see the passage of the seasons. I see the alligator that hangs out below my window, and when she lays her eggs, I hear baby gators barking, and people don't even realize we're there. They'll walk past us and say the most intimate, private things, and we hear them. People go on dates on these bridges and they propose. So you get this little tiny snapshot of people's personal lives that they don't even realize that they're giving you. There was a fisherman that used to come through the bridge every morning like clockwork. I never knew his name. You know, we had a connection, but we don't really know who each other is. And one day he came through, I waved, and I found out in the news that maybe 10 minutes later, while he was on his boat heading out to fish, he had a heart attack and passed away. His boat washed up on the shore of the river. He was on the boat alone. So I was the last person that saw him alive. Makes you think, makes you appreciate. You know, I'll be out there at 3 in the morning, there's no traffic, it's quiet, and I'll look up and there's the moon. And I try to thank the universe at least once a night for this opportunity, you know. I could get hit by a bus tomorrow. And if that happens, I want to have woken up that day and not thought, I don't want to go to work. You know? Most people don't have that. I love it.
She makes that view sound beautiful, doesn't she? That's bridge tender Barb Aberhauser with John Maycomber at StoryCorps in Jacksonville, Florida. Barb now lives in Seattle, where she found another job. Yes, tending bridges. This interview will be archived at the Library of Congress, and it's featured in the latest StoryCorps book, Callings: The Purpose.
So this just in, bridge tenders have a good view of a bridge.
Support for
That's just-
StoryCorps comes from Subaru, automotive partner of the National Park Service Centennial. Subaru encourages people to explore America's treasures and discover a national park adventure at findyourpark.com. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. And from Cancer Treatment Centers of America, proud supporter of StoryCorps and the power of listening, committed to treating every cancer patient as unique and believing that every patient's story of courage and inspiration should be heard. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
It's Morning Edition from NPR News.
From the WLRN studios at the Miami Herald, I'm Luis Hernandez. The official start of hurricane season is only 47 days away, and yesterday the first credible seasonal forecast was released. However, meteorologist Jeff Upman explains why this year's predictions, in particular, should be used with caution.
Dr. Phil Klotchbach of Colorado State said he thinks this year will be a near-average season, specifically 12 named storms, 5 hurricanes. However, he also said confidence is unusually low, at least right now, from conflicting ocean signals. In the Pacific, for example, a La Nina may develop, which would make it more possible for storms to mature and move toward the U.S. However, in parts of the Atlantic, abnormally cold waters could cut down on the number of storms that actually form.
That was meteorologist Jeff Huffman reporting from the Tropical Weather Conference in South Padre Island, Texas. Jeff will have more today on the season ahead and a certain hashtag he hopes that you see a lot of in the coming weeks. Public school students starting the 2017-18 year will be able to attend any Florida school that has available space. That's part of an education bill Governor Rick Scott signed into law Thursday, along with 19 other bills. Scott also signed the session's main transportation package and new laws affecting healthcare policy and the Citizens Property Insurance Committee. Scott has just 3 bills left to act on. One of them is a controversial bill reforming alimony and child custody arrangements. It's due for action by Tuesday. The governor signed a healthcare transparency bill that creates a statewide database of hospital costs. Well, if you're a fan of parks and public spaces, there's the 6 Great Parks Summit taking place today. Miami-Dade County Parks is the 3rd largest county park system in the United States. Community leaders are coming together today to discuss ways to improve parks and, of course, to promote more park use by the residents. The summit goes through 4 p.m. at the Miami-Dade College Wolfson campus. This is WLRN Miami Herald News. I'm Luis Hernandez.
And it's 91.3 WLRN. We have the takeaway coming up in just a few moments, but let's set the stage. Bonnie Berman here with Peter J. It's our spring membership campaign. A little over 3 hours remaining.
Oh, more begging. Woo! Stop all the begging, guys. This would be a great time to mention my Patreon. Man, that Patreon is really nobody. I don't got no patrons. Come follow me on Patreon. /boob BOOB. Yeah, I know that was a hard one to get, but Bob was already taken for some reason, so we just threw an extra O in there, and it's BOOB. So yeah, join my Patreon. Patreon to me. Give me all the monies. Even $10 a month would help. I don't know what it would help with. Maybe buying the internet. You got that. You can still upload stuff. Even though the internet's a little bit more than $10 a month, but it's a lot more than $10 a month. But even if one of the bills, help out around the YouTubes. Yeah, Patreon's a big thing. People give e-celebs monies to do the things that they already do. It makes it a little bit more stable because YouTube's very unstable with the monies. So 1 month, you could be making a lot of money. The next month you could be making very little money. So it's hit or miss. It's did people click on ads? Did they? It's very iffy. So yeah, just go over there, support me on Patreon. That'll be fun.
Yes, if that's within your means. If not, how about the default option?
These people want $5 a month, but I know a lot of people can't afford $5 a month for every YouTuber they watch. So even $1 a month, that would be nice. It'd be nice to get $1 a month. So that's the goal. Let's get $1 a month on Patreon. Let's make that happen. That'd be nice. I recently switched my Patreon from how much content I release because that's not really fair. I release a lot of content sometimes and it's sporadic. 1 week I might not release anything. The next week I might have 10 or 15 videos up. Like, for instance, when I went home last night, all my 360 videos were just sitting there because I couldn't upload them to my primary channel. They were uploaded to my secondary channel, but there's an issue with 360 videos and YouTube. You can't edit them later. Not as yet. And see, I think this could have been. I don't know if it can be done after you upload a video, but it should be. It seems like a no-brainer. Adding metadata to a 360 video. That should be able to be done during the processing thing. After I upload, I shouldn't have to have different apps to add metadata to my 360 video. It's kind of a pain in the butt for me. You guys work on that, please, and just have the raw video being able to upload, and then you guys figure out which way is up and which way is down. I don't know. I saw that 360 videos were trending on YouTube, so I uploaded all mine. So some have got a couple views. I'll try to add more keywords in there. Maybe they'll see, hey, this guy makes 360 videos as well. And you ask yourself, why is this not a 360 video? Because I'm not totally doing. This isn't a 360 video exclusive channel. Maybe I should make one that's just 360 videos, so people. But they're thrown in the mix. Any of my 360 videos just says 360 degree. And yeah, I'd be using the degree symbol, not the actual. I don't spell out degrees. Maybe I should though. Maybe people are more searching, because it's hard to search for symbols sometimes if you're on your computer. You don't know where that little guy is, and most people don't know on their phone. So that's probably a bad idea to have the degree symbol. I'm just thinking out loud a little bit. Because, I guess you should put both in the tags and the description or whatever. But it looked cooler as the symbol. Look more legit. I got a lot of. I decided that I'm going to make not all my videos, because I have more than thousands of videos on here. But I'm gonna make some of them the more popular ones, anyways. The ones that you guys already watch. I'm gonna make custom thumbnails. So I guess that's a big deal. People making custom thumbnails. And why not? I'm a graphic designer. Seems like a no-brainer to make custom thumbnails for your videos. I should have been doing this all along, but the way I've been rolling for the majority of my channel is the less editing, the better for me. The less work I put into it, the better. Because any second my channel could be just taken down, removed. So if I put a lot of work into it, it'd feel like real bad if my channel got removed. So let's listen to the Begathon for a minute. Instead of me bitching and complaining about why I don't put any work into my YouTube videos. I did want to mention real quick, if you made it this far in the video, congratulations. We are breaking a speed limit here currently by a good 20 miles an hour. A good 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. But that's that's not the important thing. Let's talk about the important thing, and that would be I am trying to start up a startup. I am trying to resurrect Worst Hangout Ever. I had this series back in the prime of, oh my goodness, there's a boogie, there's a dried up boogie on my finger. I did have, where did that boogie come from? Why was it so dry? So I did have a series, if you're gonna get over it, I don't have to get over it. I did have a series called The Worst Hangout Ever. It only lasted 4 episodes or 5 episodes, depending on who you ask. There might be a hidden episode out there that I just forgot to name. And these are the within the prime of Google Plus before they destroyed it with making it new and making it a mobile app. I saw what you did there, Google. You just copied and pasted the code from the mobile app into a browser, and you're like, oh, here's the new Google Plus. And you removed all the features. Stop removing it. It's so annoying. Stop removing all the features. The old one is better. We like those features. I don't know who told you. It's too many features, but they were wrong. So just let the new one die out, and then have a new one that's really the old one, and that'll be better. So, anywho, what was I gonna say? Of course it loads faster because there's nothing to it. There's no, whatever. I don't know why I'm so angry about this new Google Plus, but so I'm trying to create a hangout similar to that. I had a bunch of my old friends, my old Google Plus friends, just pretty much just talk, shoot the shit. I really like those videos, so I'm gonna try to start in the same vein. Right now I'm currently accepting, they're not applications or whatever, but if you add me as a friend and message me, hey, put me in the hangout circle, I'm gonna try to do maybe a weekly or bi-weekly worst hangout ever. Probably a running time of an hour to 2 hours. So if you got some time to kill, I don't know what day I'm going to do it on or anything like that. But if you're interested, here's the deal. I'm looking for people with internet. That's a requirement. You have to have internet. English doesn't have to be your first language, but you have to be able to communicate effectively in English. Not like me, which I stumble over all my words and whatever. Communicate a little bit better than I do. I have a mic and headphones. That's pretty much standard. I would like it to be all YouTubers. It doesn't have to be. If you have no interest in YouTubing, then that's you. You're still welcome to come, shoot the shit. Let's see how many of my old friends I can wrangle up. A lot of them don't even use Google Plus anymore, so that's the thing. I'll try to wrangle up a couple of the old guys, a couple of new guys, and make a show out of it. But here's the deal. If you are a YouTuber and you're like, well, what do I get out of this? What do I benefit from it? Well, the cross-promotion, one thing. That's, my viewers get to see you. You can also download the videos. I'll post a link or give everyone that was participating in the Hangout a link of the video so you can download it for yourself. Sharing is caring. And then you can freely upload it and monetize it on your channel. So that's a thing. That's a thing that you can do, which will benefit everybody. And yeah, there'll also be cross promotion via, you know, I'm uploading it, downloading it, you're downloading it, uploading it. So your viewers will see everyone that's in there. My viewers will see everybody that's in there. Everyone that participates. Everybody wins. You say, hey, well, that's my stick. I do gameplay videos. Blah blah blah. So yeah, that's all up to you. I'm just trying to do a maybe discussion, maybe vlog, maybe whatever, you know, wherever. Just wing it. Essentially, and it doesn't have to have the same title. You can name it something completely different. You can call it the best hangout ever, or whatever you want to call it. But on my end, I'm going to be calling them the worst hangout ever. And I guess we would be on season 2, since I took such a long break in between. Season 2, episode 1. Not that there would need for what season we're on. Just watch whatever one you want to watch. So yeah, I did post something in the Google Plus community, or the Google. Oh, sorry about that. Totally messed up there. I did post something in the YouTube creators community about this. Nobody really got back to me. Everybody in there just wants to do gaming stuff. They're like, hey, come play Minecraft with me, and yada yada yada. But that's what it's become. But this is like, I don't mind talking about games for 2 hours. I don't mind talking about nerdy crap for 2 hours. I'm down with all of that. But that's the thing. I want it to be primarily talk for 2 hours. So like a little movie. You know, we'll do the hangout. So if you've never done a hangout before, it's fun. It's fun to talk over each other and do all that stuff. So yeah, that was my plans for future videos. Of course, the Fordcast. We can forget the great Fordcast. I am going to be doing gameplay videos, but I'm not going to be doing any collabs because I'm mostly going to be doing retro gaming. Maybe I'll do some 2-player games. With the fam. Maybe I'll plug in the Dreamcast. Record, maybe we can do a retro gaming. What is that called? What is the game called? Power Stone 2. Try to do some retro gaming on that Dreamcast thing. I would love to do a Seaman, the Google Dreamcast Seaman game, but the game seems to take a really long time for the Seaman to actually be born and talk. So maybe I'll look. I can't really just take a save file from the internet though, unless I get like a little converter box for my. I know that such thing exists. Maybe I'll invest and see how much one is. There's the memory cards, the VMUs, virtual memory card, maybe, I don't know. But you were able to like take games with you with the Dreamcast. But maybe I'll be able to plug one of those into a USB and download a save file caption. I'm pretty sure that exists. But finding one might be a harder thing. And that way I can have a fully mature Seaman. And just to do a Seaman thing where you just talk to Seaman. I don't know if I have the microphone. Maybe I'll look for that as well. I used to have the microphone adapter for the Dreamcast. But that was always a fun little thing to do. To talk to the seaman. I guess I could play Jet Set Radio on there. But expect some retro gaming. Expect some family vlogs. Yeah, expect whatever you want because that's what I'm gonna give you. You know, you can vote and be like, hey, I want to see these types of videos. Maybe I'll put a poll out on Google Plus. Not that that's an accurate representation of my viewers, because 99% of my viewership comes from. Not even 99%. Here's the humdinger. It's 99.9% of my views come from unsubscribers. So my subscribers are, not that I'm not grateful for every subscription that I've ever gotten. I appreciate everybody that hit that button. And shout out to everybody that hit that button. You guys are the best people on the planet. But